The family is me, Amber, our 2 girls, Mackenzie, and Dwella, and then we got one on the way. Got in a car accident on the way to work. Car ran the stop sign and sideswiped me.
He ended up spending a lot of time in the ICU, or what felt like a lot of time. It was a roller coaster of a ride. The evening before Kyle woke up, I had read him his obituary, and I told Kyle that he needed to make the decision easier on me, even though we had the advanced directed and living wills. I said, Kyle, hey, you either need to wake up and fight, or you need to let go, and I promise I'll never let the girls forget you. The next morning after I read him his obituary, he woke up when my sister was sitting next to him and started to respond.
Kyle, what do you think Zoe would do with that?
I went from, okay, I'm planning my husband's celebration of life, to, okay, where do I go now? And so once Kyle woke up, the hospital we were at, their top choice was Craig Hospital. And then after talking to the admissions department, I knew that Craig was where we were meant to be. They were very accepting of the fact that I said, hey, I am an overly involved wife. I'm pregnant, I'm hormonal, and I plan to bring an almost 3-year-old and 18-month-old with us. How do you feel about that? And the admissions department said, that's what we want. We want your family involved because it improves patient outcomes. The PA walked in to admit Kyle, and he's like introducing himself to Kyle, and he comes and shakes my hand and he said, I want you to know a brain injury is not just the patient, it impacts a whole family, and we're here for you too. And it was just like oh, you get it, you get what I'm going through. Like, you see that this is impacting your whole family, not just Kyle. And so that was a really like fulfilling moment where it was like, oh, not only is Kyle gonna be taken care of, but I'm gonna be taken care of, and so are my kids. And Craig has done that since day one.
When these injuries happen, we aren't just rehabilitating a patient. We are rehabilitating family in however ways patients choose to define that. And so in therapy appointments, whether it's therapeutic rec, where folks are having the opportunity to do outings or actually do even things on site, or in therapy appointments with physical therapists, occupational therapists, or speech and language pathologists as appropriate, and mostly it's always appropriate, family members are actively engaged, literally hands-on in all the activities that are going on.
One of our favorite things was in PT, when Kyle first started walking, he'd push a shopping cart around with the kids in the shopping cart. Another therapy that we really enjoy is pool therapy, and that staff went above and beyond and actually scheduled Kyle alone in the pool so that we could swim with Kyle.
And that's Kenzie's highlight of her day. The first day we had swim therapy. He goes, Dad, you going to the pool? I'm like, yes, I'm going to the pool. I have the swim trunks on, and I'm ready to go in, and she's like, what about us?
I know on numerous occasions, if not nightly, Kyle thanks me for being here and being with the kids and the added work that it is, but it motivates him.
And I'm glad they're a part of it, because I think they're stronger, better kids because of what they've seen.
We had the pleasure of meeting the president and CEO, Miss Jandel, and the girls have a hard time saying her name, so they just call her Miss J.
We celebrate. As I like to say, we work hard and play hard. And families are very, very much encouraging of us being part of that, because we are part of family. We just get to be part of the vibe and encourage that. Kyle decided he wanted to give a surprise baby shower for Amber, which turns out she knew, but that's a whole other story.
Said, if you can help me try to throw a surprise baby shower for Amber. And that was really nice and helpful. And they helped get the grocery, decorate, all that kind of stuff. It was pretty nice.
It was so nice to walk in and be like, yep, these are our people at Craig. And it was also really like heartwarming, because Pre-accident, Kyle threw a lot of shed parties or house parties, and it was so cool to see the fact that he had the cognitive ability and physical ability to put together a baby shower for me as well. It's a roller coaster of a ride. You're already nauseous and there's ups and there's downs, but it does get better. I would tell people who are looking into Craig that this is the place to be. They are going to meet you where you are. They're going to accommodate you, and they're going to make sure you feel comfortable, and that your loved one's well taken care of, and that you're well taken care of as well.
It's a long process, but don't give up. Just keep on working, keep on effort in. You'll get there.
I would never wish upon anyone raising kids in a hospital, but if you have to, Craig is the place to do it. The best place we wish we never had to come, for sure. Don't you agree?
Yeah, agree. Yep.